Hello, good members. Welcome back to RGT to 1K. We are back playing machines as always. After the last video, just took some time to re-practice with the deck. Been playing a lot of Edison. Been working on another deck with Petty. Haven't been putting in the practice reps, I guess, with Machine Gate, and I've been playing a lot of this decks. I don't think I need to play a whole bunch of practice reps or whatever, but and it is definitely, the last video definitely wasn't the video that I played the worst in of this series, for sure. I remember the first few episodes being pretty rough, trying to get a little bit better of a hold on the RGT decks. But I got to remind myself, every now and then that, I'm not going to play perfectly in a lot of these. It is actually pretty difficult to play well and also record, sit here and talk into this mic. I've got these lights as bright as the freaking sun in front of me. So that's okay. The focus here is, we are here to have some fun, but we are getting close to 1,000. So I do want to get it there. So hopefully we don't have a bunch of Cyberjar games where we've got 18 billion decisions going on at once. Hopefully, we can get back to that Machine Gate dominance that we were so used to there for so many of these episodes. But yeah, we're running the same list. I did play, like I said, a couple of practice matches today, and I played against some really good players, some really highly rated ladder players. One person I actually just know as one of the top players in Go format. Just kind of destroyed them, so cool. We're back on the winning train, hopefully. We are just a little bit below 800 from the last episode. Took a loss, just destroyed us on our elo, and that's kind of how it's going to be from here on out until the end. A lot of the losses are going to really hit hard on the elo, and the wins are going to give us a little bit less than what we were used to for so long in the series. But that all said, long intro, all of that good stuff. Let's get out on the ladder. All right, here we are for our first match. I did a little check. I said that we were just a little bit below 800, and we are the littlest bit possible below 800. We're at 799. So that's kind of funny. Hopefully we can jump ourselves back up into the 800s here. Any good hands? Yeah, this hand's pretty good. It's not blowing the doors off or anything, but let's go ahead and lead on this here Upstart Goblin. Giant Trunade, very good. Love to see that. I'm just going to set Scapegoat, of course. Pass the turn. The usual. When you're going first, Scapegoat pass is one of the best things that you can kind of hope for in the deck. I don't think I'm going to Scapegoat here. Ooh. Nice little Cyberstein action. Okay. So, I mean, there's a chance I win this turn. I think I'm going to go for it. Yeah, let's throw down the Giant Trunade. Hopefully the reasoning hits. So, because we need to go in a Gatling Dragon here. And that makes it just even more likely that we're able to win. If reasoning hits, then we can flip all three heads. Oh. Well. Guess the opponent's off of it. So, cool. Reasoning hit, we flipped to the correct number of heads with our Gatling Dragon and we killed our opponent. Awesome. 812, let's grab another one. All right, here we go. Match number 1.5 against Brettino. Give him the old U2. All right, we get to go first in this one as well. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And another good hand? Yeah, I'll keep taking these. Don't think I need to go for turn one King Dragoon. I think I'm just going to set Scapegoat and pass again. I could set Facilier. It's not great if it ends up being an aggro deck or something. I'm just going to pass the turn. If I knew I was playing against Turbo, then, maybe I set the Facilier anticipating the opponent to not summon a monster and attack. But we'll see here. There's no reason to just run out the Facilier. Ryu Koki. I've got two of them. Okay. Kooks Majukes. All right. I'm just going to Scapegoat here. We'll soak up some damage. Sounds good to me. We are a Stein deck, so Feels nice to keep the life total high. They do attack a goat. It's actually pretty good for me if I draw into like a reasoning or something here. Upstart Goblin. Okay. Yeah, I don't see any reason to not activate that here. Let's just go ahead and throw that down. Reckless Greed. Okay. That's another good one. Do we want a Giant Trunade? Do we want a Monster Gate? We could just meta here. Take the Kaiku, try to get in for 1800, just sort of like pull out stuff from the opponent that way. From there, we could actually set Facilier. I think that's fine, and then maybe like see more cards off the Reckless Greed. Instead of like using the Giant Trunade for a small play here, oh, they're just going to go ahead and give it to us, okay. All right, here comes the Thousand Eyes Restrict. Let's see if the attack goes through here. Nice little 1800. Love to see it. Okay. I'm going to set the Reckless Greed. Do I want to set Facilier? It does just get another monster onto the board. I kind of don't hate it. Sure. So like next turn, we could summon Facilier. We can Monster Gate. We can do a whole bunch of stuff. All right, let's just pass the turn. Kaiku has 700 defense? Ah, yes. Ooh. I played a lot of Kaiku in my time. I even have it in the side for my Edison deck. It's like, what's the defense here? I was going to be kind of disappointed in myself if I got it wrong. Another Trunade. Okay, so we could Trunade here and then suck this new monster. I don't think I need to do that. I think I'm just going to attack it. I don't really need to flip Reckless Greed here. I don't need to set the other Facilier. Sure, let's just attack on in. If it's a Pyramid Turtle, it's fine. Yep, it is a Pyramid Turtle. Cool. No big deal. Third Koki. Okay. All right, well, luckily that can't attack my Thousand Eyes Restrict here, but the problem is if I try to crash into it to, like, get rid of this Kaiku and then attack the Koki, it would destroy the Thousand Eyes Restrict. But the opponent does follow up with Exiled Force. That's fine. We're gonna summon Exiled Force. Exiled Force just like feels like you're playing a spell a lot of the times because it just hits the field and then goes away. So I've done that so many times. Summon the Exiled Force, summon another monster. Ooh, nice little Snatch Steal here. Okay, well, I'm going to Trunade now, especially because I have two. And I think I'm going to go ahead and flip the Reckless Greed because there's a chance I could just win here. Oh, this is why... Yeah, this is why you shouldn't just send the card back to the hand. You should you should wait to see if someone has a response. But, okay. We'll put these back on top of the deck. That's okay. I do get to draw now, right? Yeah. All of that's negated. Let's just go ahead and Monster Gate first, I guess. Opponent's at 72, 48. Okay, yeah, there's a reasonable chance we can win here. Blowback Dragon. Okay. So 23, 47, 61. We don't win here. I really want to Snatch Steal this, but can also just like kind of wait, right? If I flip with, yeah, let's just go ahead and see if we can kill this first. I think that's fine. We can say the Snatch Steal is like a follow-up later. Or like if this doesn't work out, we can just Snatch Steal now as well. Cool. All right. Give me that. And I think... Yeah, let's just get in for an extra 14. Why not? And we know the opponent's on Royal Decree. They're going to go back up to 2100. That's fine. I've got this Trunade chilling here, but thinking about the Royal Decree for siding purposes here. If we could get a, limiter removal at any point. Tribute to the Doomed. Okay. Yeah, blowback's out of here. No? You want to get rid of the Koki? Okay, sure. That's fine. That means they can't use anything like an MST. I thought I hit special something attack on this. Oh, they have Book of Life. Okay. Sure. That makes a lot of sense then. Yeah, I mean, that's really bad for us. But we'll see what happens here. They have a giant rat too. No. Oh, I knew about the giant rat. Okay. That's fine. Getting in the extra 1400 damage. Oh, they're going to go after the token. I guess that makes sense for Metamorphosis, but... All right. Graceful Charity. That's a good one. All right, let's throw that down. Hopefully we get into something good here. Stein counts as something good. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm actually going to discard Pot of Greed. Which doesn't happen too often, but I do think it is correct to do so here. Get rid of that. Go ahead and throw down the Giant True Nade. I'm at 7,900 life points. So you're going to need something really, really good here. Well, let's just go ahead and summon out the Cyberstein. We will get our Master of Oz. And we will be well on our way to doing some good stuff here. Let's attack over this giant rat for 2,800 damage. And we are going to be going on to game 2. So, zombies with Royal Decree. So, like, they could be citing some number of traps, but, you know, we don't have to take those too seriously here. In fact, like, we can cut a giant True Nade. And cut 2 giant True Nades, honestly. I think that's totally fine. Like, we still have Jinzo in the deck. We still have heavy giant True Nade. We know our opponent's probably not going to be playing very many traps anyway. Let's give that a shot. If we do see like an overwhelming number of traps or something come in game 2, maybe I'll rethink. Because anytime you cut, you know, giant True Nades, that could end up being problematic. But I think it's going to be totally fine here. The opponent may have like 3 Sakuretsus or something in the side. Who knows? I mean, they probably have Torrential and Mirror Force in some number in their deck. It wouldn't make sense. All right, we draw a Reasoning here, which is pretty good. And we already have a Stein in hand, which I don't mind. That's one of the reasons why I like playing 2. I actually like drawing this card a lot of the time. Because, you know, it is just the most powerful card in the deck. But let's go ahead and lead on Upstart Goblin. Oh, Scapegoat? I kind of don't want a Reasoning now. I kind of just want to set Scapegoat past the turn. Maybe the opponent flips up some monsters and we're able to use our Lightning Vortex. Reasoning, okay. I understand. We lose our goat, still fine. Like, once again, I'm hoping my opponent, well, that's not the monster I want them to flip up, but that's okay. Don't hit the Stein. Hit the Reasoning. Okay, that's fine. I would rather you have hit the Blowback Dragon, but that's okay. Ooh, a pass? Any Megamorphs? Facilier. Okay, that's not awful. They're at 9,000, so really needed that Reasoning to be able to win. Man, I don't want to play into Snatch Steal. I could just summon Facilier and attack. That's kind of weak. But then that kind of forces the opponent to do something else. But then we probably get something ripped out of our hand with Spirit Reaper. Maybe I do just go in and just kind of hope, I guess. Yeah, alright. Alright. And I could go for King Dragoon, but that's just not it. What if I go for Gatling Dragon that we don't necessarily lose? Master of Oz, though, deals a whole bunch of damage. I'm gonna go Master of Oz. I'm just gonna try to spike here. All right, any Demox. That's what we're looking for. Any Dark Magician of Chaos. It would be lethal now with the Prima in the graveyard. Facilier Dragon, the dual mode beast. Okay, that works too. Sure. We'll just deal a whole bunch of damage. And, you know, we're not dead to, we're not dead to Snatch Steal now. Because of this Facilier. I'm just going to pass the turn. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything with Lightning Vortex. Just pass the turn and hope. Snatch Steal is still pretty bad. Yeah, there's a Snatch. Okay. Yeah, I knew this was a possibility. It's really hard to wait. Because, yeah, like, they just tribute to the Doom. They attack him with a Spirit Reaper. We take a bunch of damage. Or, we don't take a bunch of damage, but they probably have another summon, I would imagine. Them having not played any other cards there. And then we still take a decent amount of damage, and we lose a card from our hand, so we're never actually, like, gaining toward winning the game. We may have won the game there had they hit the Blowback Dragon instead of, tired. Instead of the Reasoning there, but, it's okay. Ugh. Yeah, this hand's not very good. I'll set the Raigeki break. I guess that's, I don't really like setting Mirror Force turn 1. Not incredible. We'll see what the opponent has. They have a Graceful Charity. I would love one of those with this hand. This hand kind of sucks. Alright, Creature Swap. Glad to see that go. What else? Koki. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to take the 1200 here. I don't want to Raigeki break right now. I can take 12. That's not really that big of a deal. Another Monster Gate. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, let's set the Mirror Force. If this is Royal Decree, I do have the answer with Raigeki break. Can I take another 12? I think I can. Yeah, I'm just trying to get a little bit of extra value out of here. I still have a Stein summon. A face down monster. Okay. Scapegoat is excellent. So good. I don't think this is I don't think that's an MST. They had the chance to use that. I'm going to set Scapegoat now. Pass the turn. We're not going to run it into Tribe. We're not going to run it into a Sur Priest. I'll Mirror Force this now. Like I said, I don't want to run this Scapegoat into Tribe. So let's just Scapegoat in the end here. We've got double Monster Gate. Kaiku coming down. And then another back row. Okay. I'll activate Scapegoat here in the end. The only thing is, do I want to break this new set? I don't think so. Kind of want to break this monster, if I can. All right, Lightning Vortex. Interesting. I kind of want to lead on meta because we can like suck Tribute for Jinzo, and then we still have both of our Monster Gates left to try to push through damage, as well as Lightning Vortex if we want to. Sure. All right, meta's good. Summon out the Tear. Ring of Destruction. Okay. That's fine too. Yeah, I still don't think I need to break. Let's just go Monster Gate. The ring's gone, which is nice. We can't get into Demock or Jinzo here. That's okay. Stein. Okay. Okay. Stein's a pretty good one. Could go into Gatling Dragon here. That seems good to me. All good. I don't think that's a Torrential or anything. Gatling Dragon, come on down. And one or two heads. Hopefully does it here. We're not guaranteed to win, but we're looking pretty good. All right, there's a heads. One more? No. Okay, well, let's kill the face down. Spirit Reaper, sure. And then I guess tribute this for Jinzo. What if I... Demok's not doing a whole lot for me. I could Monster Gate again, because then, like, I could hit Stein. Sure, let's do that. So if I hit Stein, then I can summon Demok. And then I can break the back row, but if I get something more powerful, then I can just go for Jinzo. Blowback. Okay, that's a good one. Let's just go after the Kaiku, I guess. And then I'll tribute for Jinzo, and we'll try to get in there. All right, there's a heads. Any more heads? There's a tails, okay. All right, we got a heads. I was about to say, our flips have been very unlucky recently. All right, tribute this off for Jinzo. The only problem is, like, we don't have an answer to Snatch Steal. But that's okay. Let's just get in there. If our opponent snatches, I guess if they snatch Gatling Dragon, it could end up being really, really bad for us. But, you know. Once they clear the Jinzo, then I do have an answer to just get it back. So it's not the end of the world. Heavy Storm. That's fine. Now I don't have an answer to get it back, so hopefully this isn't followed up by Snatch Steal. Okay. We lose our Raigeki break. They lose their Mirror Force. I mean, this is going to be followed up by something powerful. There's no way you just heavy there. I guess it could just be like heavy concede for fun. Please? Please? I think I was supposed to go in like I did last turn. It makes sense to me. It's just unfortunate we didn't draw into like a limiter removal or something. Injection Fairy Lily? They're attacking the token? Oh, right. They can't activate. Okay, I think... Oh, okay. Whew. Whew. I was just thinking, I was like, I guess I have to give them Jinzo? Or no, I guess I actually give them Blowback Dragon and see what they try to decide to blow up here. So if I give them Blowback Dragon, if they activate it, target Jinzo, hopefully they don't have another trap. If I give them Jinzo, then I have to blow up the Jinzo. I guess I don't have to. If I give them Jinzo... Oh, then I could just tribute both of these for Demok and get back Heavy Storm. Yeah, okay, so I just give them the Jinzo, and then I would tribute both of these for Demok, get back Heavy Storm if they have another back row, blow that up, and then kill them to make sure they wouldn't be able to play another trap or whatever. But God, this Injection Fairy Lily scared the crap out of me. I was like, oh no, that kills me. I'm at 600. And then I look over at their life points. I'm like, no, they're at 700. You're okay, Evan. All right. We got out with a win. We are at 823 now, so we're bouncing back a little bit. Of course, one of these was a rage quit. Calm myself down a little bit. These were not the best hands, and these kind of matchups where your opponent is like kind of also on Decree, do the powerful thing, can be kind of scary. Kind of like, you know, two ships passing in the night. Sometimes your opponent's just going to overpower and get there before you do. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't have a lot more time. Today I've got a lot of stuff going on this weekend, and this match lasted quite a while. We're already close to 30 minutes before editing, so I can't really risk another match going long like we had in the last video. So unfortunately, this is going to be kind of like a match and a half for this video. That's, I don't know. I've gotten busy again, and that's kind of all I could really fit in. So sorry about that. but I'll take, you know, the plus 24 elo on the video. But yeah, that's gonna be it. I don't know. I don't want to promise like super long videos, but we may have some trying to push. If I get a good day where I feel really good, I've got a lot of time, maybe we'll get some longer-ish videos to try to really make that push to 1K. But we're sitting at 823. We're back. I think to our peak. Actually, I think 823 is where we peaked before we took a little dip. But we are back solidly in the 800s now. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. We'll be back with the next one.